Hello and welcome to this podcast edition of Sam's Alternatives with me, Sam. Episode 45, I'll be chatting to Jack and, of course, Kelly from Launceston Metalcore band Tidewalker. Dark World and Redacted dropped a few weeks ago. We'll talk about that. A few new releases that have been dropped in the last week or so. Total Buzzkill, Grim, also Fall Weather, North Road, Future Static, The Beautiful Monument, Verticoli, Atriox, A Swift Farewell, and Verum. A few interviews coming up. Tuesday the 11th of November, David Jones. Tuesday the 18th of November, Neo Stereo. Sunday the 23rd of November, Civilians. Sunday the 7th of December, Cascade Effect. Saturday the 13th of December, Terry Truern. Also, Sunday the 21st of December, Suspended Animation. Sunday the 28th of December, Flowers for Jane. And Tuesday the 13th of January with Seek Misery. All right, Kelly and Jack are in the lobby. I'll let them in. We'll get this interview started, as they say. All right, on this Thursday evening, of course. Evening. Oh.
Hello?
Hello. I've got Jack. I think Kelly's muted himself or something.
I have. I've muted myself. I'm back. I hope you can hear that now.
Oh, I can hear you now. No, that's all right. I was
Nice.
I could hear Jack, but I couldn't hear Kelly. I'm like, hang on. Is my microphone turned off? Maybe it's my equipment this time of night. I don't know.
No, just me being a duffer.
Oh, we've all had that issue. I've had times
That's it.
when the camera's turned off during the interview and there's just a blank screen. I'm like, what happened to that part of the interview? My face has disappeared.
That's it.
It's good to
That's
meet
brilliant.
It's good to meet you though, Kelly and Jack. I mean, I'm a massive Tidewalker fan. So much awesome talent coming out of Tasmania at the moment. I mean, Tidewalker, Gold Throne, you've got My Deceased Estate, Lab Coat Fiasco. I could go on with the amount of talent.
Yeah, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you as well. Really appreciate that.
Yeah, dude, 100%, and yeah, not wrong. Yeah, Lab Coat Fiasco being one that Jack is also a member of. Yeah, so it's a tight little community down here, and there's some really great bands about at the moment. So yeah, absolutely, hard agree.
Yes. I thought I'd just throw that in for you, Jack, because I did actually realise that Jack was also in the Lab Coat Fiasco as well as Tidewalker.
there you go.
But
That's right. You interviewed him a while back. That's right.
yes. And who did I interview? That was I've gone blank. It was Joseph. Oh, who were the other two members? I've gone completely blank this time of night now.
I reckon it would have been Jesse and Ben.
Ben and Jesse. Sorry, Ben and Jesse, if you're watching this interview. Sorry I forgot you. But yeah, Ben, Jesse, and Joseph. That was about a month ago, I think, already, which is hard to believe how quickly the time's gone.
Dude, you've been smashing through it. Like, the roster that you've had come through is awesome. Yeah, it's really cool.
Nah. Well, the other thing I'm a little bit hard to believe is that Dark World and Redacted are nearly 3 weeks old.
Yeah, it's been that long now since the EP finally came out in its full form. So yeah, it's pretty exciting. Yeah, hopefully everyone's been enjoying that last track that we released, but yeah, the EP as a whole, which is cool. So
No, I've really enjoyed it. It's been on high rotation on the local band's Spotify playlist, and we'll continue to do so with this episode as well. So
I appreciate it. It's cool.
I think all the songs are on it, and Outbreath, I think.
Oh,
So
cool. Nice. Oh, dude,
Yeah,
props to
we
you.
could-
That's awesome. Yeah, it's great. A bit of extra outreach, and yeah, being a Tassie band, we always appreciate when we end up on some playlists. So no, thanks, man. It's cool.
yes, and if you haven't already picked up, I am talking to Kelly and Jack from Tidewalker. We've mentioned Tidewalker about 7 times already in this interview, but I didn't actually introduce you guys as Tidewalker members.
That's it. Yes, that's us.
It's better late than never.
That's it.
Yes.
From little old Launceston here in Tassie. So
I know a bit about small regional towns. Warragul. I don't think Warragul would be as big as Launceston. I reckon Launceston might have us in population just.
it'd be close. Yeah, be very close. I reckon.
Might have to Google that sometime throughout the interview. What's bigger, Warragul or Launceston?
Yeah. Yeah.
But also another person that I have heard you are working with very closely, who's a friend of mine in the Tassie scene as well, Sarah Cretu, who is a drummer of, well, was the drummer of Analog Hope and Silverfang as well, is seeming to be working with a couple of Tassie bands, which is awesome to see as well.
She's been absolutely killing it, man, doing session work for a bunch of bands. I think she's jumped on with Labcoat a little bit more regularly, and yeah, she's played a couple of fill-in shows for us. And yeah, dude, amazing, very talented musician. Yeah, she's been killing it,
Yeah.
absolutely killing it.
Nah, hello to Sarah. I haven't seen Sarah in so long because obviously I'm in Warrigal and Sarah's in Tasmania, so obviously it's not like I could sneak around for a drink. It's it's a train,
Yeah.
it's a flight, and
Yeah.
or the Spirit of Tasmania trip to Hobart, which
Yeah,
isn't
well.
cheap.
Or a very fun trip. It's pretty rough sometimes.
Yeah, I'm not too good with the old seasickness on the Spirit of Tasmania or any ferries. I think I'd be like, uh-oh, something's coming up and it's not going to be good.
Absolutely.
Uh, so, Jack and Kelly, the interview, chat, I don't know what I'm going to call it. Maybe just chat. It sounds better than an interview because it's more of a chat than an interview. We'll get to chat a lot about Tidewalker, maybe even some stuff for Jack with Labcoat that we didn't get across with Jesse, Ben, and Joseph, which I don't think we missed much, honestly, in that chat. So,
Yeah, those boys are pretty good at filling gaps, even if they're not there. So couldn't have missed too much.
and then at the
Yeah,
end,
absolutely.
the tides get changed. So that was a bad pun in Tidewalker. Sorry, yeah, bad pun to start the interview. The tables get turned, maybe is the better way of putting it. So Jack and Kelly have the floor at the end of the interview and get to ask Sam a question.
Awesome.
And
Looking forward to it.
nothing is off limits. I might regret that at the end of this episode.
All right. Okay. Yeah, watch out.
I'll try and retain myself as much as I can.
A couple of disclaimers. Swearing's fine. Banter is always welcome. I love banter. It's not an episode without at least one bantering conversation. And this episode will be uploaded tomorrow. So it'll be up on YouTube tomorrow morning / afternoon sometime. So
Unreal, man. No, like I said before, yeah, you've been killing it with all the bands you've had come through. So yeah, look forward to reviewing it. And then yeah, thanks for having us on. Yeah, it's exciting.
I'm more than
Yeah,
happy to
appreciate it.
have Tidewalker on, or any band from Tassie or Australia, or even overseas would be nice to get a few more on, but that might be the long-term goal down the track.
You keep along, man. You get there. You get there.
Well, the first question, and this is probably the first question that every band I interview, is how did Tidewalker form as a band?
I got really excited
So
when Kelly sent through the list of questions. I was like, because I love telling this story to people. Because funnily enough, I was playing with Labcoat and we're on stage at the Royal Oak, and I was kind of just noodling. We'd just gotten on warming up. And I was doing this little lead part, and someone from the crowd just sings out, "I love Shockran." And I'm like, it's Chelsea Grin, but thank you. And kind of had a bit of a giggle about it and whatever else. And I had a couple other things and sung out something like, "Let's start a band." And I'm like, what? Oh, next thing you know, kind of gigs underway. We play our set and all's good and well. I've gone out to the smokers area, and then Kelly's approached me and he's like, "Hey, like, I'm serious. Like, do you want to start a band and stuff?" And had a good chat to him for God knows how long. I feel like time just kind of went
yeah,
like that.
100%,
Felt
yeah.
like 5 minutes, but it was probably 2 hours.
Yeah.
And at the end of it, I was like, it was really cool. Like, I'd met Kelly in the past. I wouldn't say I knew him super well. And kind of walked away thinking, oh, I wonder if it was just kind of one of those drunken chats that kind of happened in the smokers area at the pub. And anyway, a few days go by, it's Tuesday, he flicks me a message, he's like, "Hey, you're busy on Thursday, do you want to come around and record something?" I was like, yep, sure. I'll work something out. And I had an old song kind of lying around from 2015 when I was in grade 10. And that is what we know now as Out Breath.
Yeah, that's how that started. Yeah, so
Oh wow, that's very impressive for a story.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. It's like a
Excited.
supervillain origin story for both of us. Like it's the day we both became unhinged metal musicians again. Like,
Yeah, yeah, it was super random, and like I'd been really eager to kind of form a metal band again, but just didn't really know where to start. Like it was felt so much easier in school when you had, people in your music class who were either into metal or they knew someone, and it was just it felt like a much easier pathway to connect to people, especially with similar interests.
I guess also in the tight knit community that is Launceston/Tasmania, it's probably easier to sort of start a band or find members that are sort of willing to join a band because compared to say Melbourne or Sydney, which are the two biggest cities in Australia where there's millions of people, Launceston and Hobart, you might not know the other people in the scene, but you know the name at least.
yeah, dude, absolutely. I mean, you've already had it brought up, I think, on a couple of your other episodes. We've got a pretty tight community down here, especially for metal. Like I don't know, maybe about members being able to do things because everyone's already in like 5 bands down here. Because there's like
Yeah,
there's just
just
not enough.
juggling,
Yeah, just juggling
where can you
bands.
fit in?
But yeah, we got that little group chat that we all are a part of, and we've gotten to the point now where everyone's working together. It's super collaborative down here. Like we can plan shows and not step on each other's toes and sort of try to get the best for the community and for the bands as well. So
Because I've said this a few times and I've got to be careful how I say it, as always, because there are some bands in the scene that don't think like the super collaborative or the group chats way, but these bands that think that they're in it for themselves and their way is the only way, they're not going to get far in life because bands won't want to tour with them or collaborate, produce anything like that.
yeah, that's it. You've
Yeah,
definitely got to create a little circle of friends to get tight with and help. Like,
Because you're in
you
the
definitely got to keep an open mind. Like, otherwise you'll find yourself stuck faster than anything really. Like, um, because it's easy to have an idea and think that yeah, that's great, and it could work in theory, but there's other people that have had different experiences and met other people along the way, which can really help you create your own path as well.
absolutely.
And I think of a perfect example. Well, for Tassie in particular, look at someone like Alpha Wolf, for example, like
Oh, yeah, dude.
arguably the biggest band in this country, if not the
Yeah.
biggest band. And they're just everything I've heard about them is they're just genuine guys. And I haven't met
Oh,
Alpha
dude,
Wolf.
100%. No, dude, I've got a couple of members of Apple in the chat even, like, and they still stick around, keep up to date, keep up to tabs on all the local bands that are still kicking around from their hometown and stuff. Like, yeah, Sabian and John from back in the day down in Tassie. So shout out to those guys. They're super supportive, and yeah, it really helps. And just having the knowledge of some of those bands that were super small rural areas and they managed to break out, being able to be like, hey man, like, how did you do this? Or we've run into this bird at all. Like, how did you guys get around it and all that sort of stuff. So it's been cool.
And all the way from Burnie. Like, not many people would know where Burnie is. Now they know it
Nah,
because,
dude,
I mean,
that's it.
Alpha,
That's it, dude.
like, and that's the same could be said for Ocean Sleeper from Sale down my way. Like, a lot of people don't know where Sale is, but before Ocean Sleeper became probably not as big as Alpha Wolf, but they're getting sort of that way. And now
Yep.
everyone's like, oh, Sale, Ocean Sleeper territory. It's like, yeah, these small rural or regional towns that no one's heard of, all of a sudden everyone knows now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, if you haven't checked out Alpha Wolf, where have you been? Probably is the one question I would ask.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what rock have you been under?
Oh, that album they dropped last year with like Bring Back the Noise and Sucks to Suck and all that, that was
Dude,
just absolute gold.
big big
I was not
Sam's.
ready for Sucks to Suck, and just like some of the features they got in there, I'm like, what? I didn't see it coming from a mile away, and it's just, I think it's awesome. I love it.
Right. And the nomination for the box set and all that sort of stuff, like really bringing metal into the forefront of like, and it was different when we grew up, man. Like you would remember as well, like if you listened to metal, you were that fucking kid that everyone used to beat on or throw shit at, like, and nowadays it's good. Like you can see like people wearing Alpha Wolf shirts and Parkway and all that sort of stuff. Like it's really cool to see how common it is now, thanks to a lot of those artists. Like,
Well, I didn't know what to expect with the new Alpha Wolf album, given that they did that EP with Holding Absence the year before. And
yeah,
like,
the split.
look, I love Holding Absence and everything they do. And it's like, Alpha Wolf and Holding Absence, this is sound like Phase One, who is another sort of DJ music techno sort of thing, who's done songs with, Void of Vision and Banks Arcade and
Yep.
In Heart's Wake, Red Hawk, etc., you think it is actually starting to show that if you get it right, it can work perfectly.
For sure, man. 100%. Yeah, it's really cool to see.
Mm. Nah, but yeah, that sucks to suck. You're totally right. I don't know if I was even ready for that song. Ice-T on a metal track, it worked.
Yeah, I was blown away.
Yeah, it's pretty
I just want to know
unheard
how
of.
it kind of came about. Like, who threw the idea in first, and then how it actually come to life. I feel like it must have been a wild journey.
Yeah, absolutely.
For those who don't know, Ice-T was obviously the vocalist of a metal band before he became a rapper called Body Count, of course, back in the 90s? Gee, that's showing my age
Yeah,
now.
it
If
is
I can remember Body Count, fuck. Yeah, that's just giving away Sam's age over WebEx, I think.
That's all
Yeah.
right. We're all pre 2000s here, I think, so it's okay. We can all be old together.
Oh, how did you come up with the band name, Tidewalker?
Man, I was thinking about this the other day. I think it was we were throwing a bunch of stuff around, and I think like I don't know if it was me or one of the other boys threw out Tide at one stage, and I think we had like a bunch of names. I think Jack had a couple. What were the other ones you had? I can't remember.
I
So,
don't know. Mine were completely
like,
different to Tidewalker because I don't know. I remember there was Tide something else as well, and then there was a mixture of combinations getting thrown around, and I was like, look, you guys gotta have your settlement with it because, to be honest, when like Tidewalker was first suggested, I was like, I hate it. I was like, I don't like it.
yeah,
But I kind of got voted against in that, and I was like, fine, I'm sure it'll grow on me. And
yeah,
now I absolutely love it. Like,
for sure.
honestly, consider getting a tattoo on me. And people are like, oh, what if the band splits up? I'm like, I don't care. Like, it'll be a great memory for me forever, no matter what happens, whether the band were to continue or not. Like, and I really do hope it does, and I'm sure it will because I have no plans or hopes of giving up anytime soon.
For sure, man, for sure. That's it.
How do you cope with it, Jack, being in two bands? Like, because at some stages, like I've heard of musicians being in two bands or even more in some cases, that sometimes it gets too much and you sort of got to put one to the side and say, focus on this one. Is it too hard in keeping up with the work with both Tidewalker and Labcoat?
Um, I mean, I've been part of Labcoat since 2020 or 2021, I think. And like there has been times where it's gotten difficult, like especially if there's been a big influx of shows and like Tidewalker's got a heap and then Labcoat's getting heaps, and I'm like, okay, I've really got to be sure not to cross over dates here, especially because there's been times where it's happened and I thought, oh yeah, cool, I haven't got anything on my calendar on that date. I can take that show. This is down in Devonport. Oh no, that's right, I've got one in Hobart, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna make it a tough decision here, and I'll talk to both bands and kind of go from there. But I seem to manage somehow. It can be stressful at times and wear me pretty thin, especially because I'm a young dad as well. Like I got a son, he's 7, going on 8, and I have him week on, week off. So it's a very busy little life that I live,
For
but
sure.
it's good.
And he kills it, man, as far as I'm concerned. Like, yeah, no stress from our end as a band. Like, yeah. Dude, yeah, does the work and is always there, so
Well, lucky to have him. I mean,
dude.
Well,
Yeah,
lucky
for
to
sure.
have the rest of Tidewalker in the band as well. Sorry, that sounded like Jack and Kelly
Lucky
only
I was.
mattered.
Just take the throne here.
Yeah, no, we do have a couple other members. Yeah, yeah. Stefan's on the mainland at the moment. We're currently shopping around for a couple other members, but yeah. So it's just the core three of us for the time being. Yes.
Drummers and bassists, let us know.
Yeah, if you know any really good bass players or drummers, yeah, hit us up. That'd be dope.
In Melbourne, I know plenty, but the problem is, Melbourne and
Yeah.
Tassie.
That's it. That's it. It's hard, but we're always open to options for everything. Just finding the right person. That's all it is. Yeah.
Yeah, nah, and finding the right person is the key, and also finding the right balance as well. Like,
Yeah.
and because if the person that joins, then like it happens in bands, you see bands where members leave because they got work commitments or family commitments or have to move away, and and the band still keeps on going, but it's so sad because it's happening so often at the moment here in Australian music.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think like with Malachi, our most recent drummer and sort of founding member as well, amazing musician. Same thing, no bad blood at all. But exactly as you just described it, like we're all adults now. Like Jack said, maybe it was easier when we were all in college and we could just dedicate our lives to music just flat out. But we've all got things going on. Like Jack's got family, and Malachi's got his life up north, and so it's sad to see people leave and tones shift and things change. But we're making it work. It's still hopeful. We've got lots more in store, regardless of the hiccups with members. So.
And in some ways, it makes a band better if they have to face these sorts of challenges of having to find replacement members because every band goes through it. Life, anyone in life goes through changes. You can't have a life where it's just the same thing happening every day, every week. Something's going to change, obviously, as you've mentioned, Kelly. I mean, and Jack has mentioned that has a son as well, and family comes into it as well.
Yeah, for sure. But on that topic as well, like in terms of facing obstacles and stuff, I do have to make a shout out to Kurt Steer because he's filled in the drum a couple of times and like once was very, very short notice. I think he had like 5 or 6 days and I'm like, even I struggle with some of the parts and the stuff that I write and I sit down and go, why did I write that? That's awful. And he's like, yeah, look, I think I can do it. And yeah, he really pulled it together.
100%.
A huge shout out to Kurt.
Yep. No. Legend sounds like, and that 6 days isn't very long to get the drums down tacked or any instrument. If you
It's insane. The man is a human safety net. He's so good. It just is like can just pick up music on the fly so well. Great music.
Yeah, I've been friends with him for a long time. He's always been wicked with it. He's tweaked.
Yeah. Oh. Now, the story. I love the story when I come across a band I'm about to interview because everyone asks, how do you come across the bands you interview? And this has an interesting story to it because there's a Spotify playlist which it's called Tassie Bands Rock Hard or Hard Rock or something. And this has had Gold Throne, this has had Sword Bros, it's had so many other Tassie bands, and that is the actual playlist I found Tidewalker on.
That's got to be someone from the chat for sure. That's got to be someone's playlist. It's like thrown together like all the different bands. That's awesome.
And that very song that you mentioned at the start of the interview was the song that I first discovered Tidewalker in Out Breath, which is, I think, even more fitting because it was the first single you released.
Yep. No, awesome, dude. Yeah, that's super cool.
I'm just like,
oh man, I just realised my laptop's not charging.
Oh, okay. No, that's all right.
What are you doing?
Didn't die on me. The battery's cooked. I've had it for like 5 years and it just lives on charge whenever I use it.
Oh, well, I'm seeing my face just go in and out, like blurry in and out, but I can still see and hear both of you perfectly, so I don't know. It does it all the time. I don't know why. It does it like 15 minutes into the interview, it says, "Hey, let's play up with the internet and make people's face fuzzy for 2 minutes."
That's all right, man.
That's awesome.
It's always the way it is. Bloody network all over the country.
Yes. But I mean, 20 years ago, we didn't have WebEx or Zoom. And we didn't even have Skype. I mean,
that's it. That's it.
but no, first listen of Out Breath, I was drawn to Tidewalker, and since that day, I mean, yeah, every song I have enjoyed. I don't even know what my favourite Tidewalker song is, actually.
Oh, dude, that's
Tough choice.
Yeah, tough choice. Yeah, we've got a few out now. That's nice. For a while, it was just like Binary and Out Breath, but yeah, the EP's finally out. So yeah, you can take your pick.
Yes. It changes from day to day. At one stage, the Containment was on heavy repeat. I was like, oh, I love this song, but I should actually listen to the other few songs on the EP. Or at that stage, it was Soul Death and Entropy, and I'm like, there are 2 other songs that have come out off that EP. Stop listening to one of them.
Yeah. Forgive me if I choke up on the titles too. Like, the band always laughs at this because I'll go to refer to a song. I always go back to like the demo names that I like originally had for them, and some of them were just stupid, and some were half serious. And I'm like, Entropy. Oh, Jump With It. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Dude, yeah, it's gotten to the point where on stage I don't even refer to, like, if I have to look at him and he's like, "What song's next?" I'm like, "It's Jump With It."
He gives me the demo name so I don't choke up on it.
Jump With It. That actually
the
has
storage capacity of a
That's
Look at the storage capacity of a PS2's memory card.
Yeah.
Actually, I like that demo name, Jump With It. I like Entropy, but Jump With It actually rolls off the tongue as well.
For sure. Yeah, because it was such a bouncy riff at the end. You're like, yeah, dude, jump with it. It's bouncy.
But yeah, I reckon you're right though, Kelly. It's got to be someone in the group chat has started that playlist. I'm not.
Oh, yeah, I have to be, for sure.
Not dropping any names because I don't want to defame any Tasmanian musician on WebEx. That wouldn't be very professional.
Or it's just like some poor punter who just like knows all the bands. They've just made this goated playlist. Like.
But to get it on Spotify, like whether I have my favorite things about Spotify or not, it is the platform to use as much as I rat it out nearly every week.
Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse, like a necessary evil, let's say.
But the thing I don't get with Spotify, and I've probably harped on about this before, but is how can you activate someone's song if it hasn't had the amount of streams within the month it needs to? Like, that band or artist has put so much time into their music.
Yeah, that's crazy, especially when you're like paying a distributor to upload it. Like, yeah, I'd be pretty livid if they just pulled it.
Yeah.
Like.
But that's another topic for another day, I think.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of dodgy business practices out there, that's for sure.
Yes. But if you want to be successful, you can do DIY. I have seen a few bands do DIY and succeed, but yeah, more and more likely it's better if you belong to a record company or you have a distributor, like whether it's Spotify, Bandcamp, any of them. I think it's, yeah. But yeah, it's whatever people want to do. If they want to do it themselves, go right ahead.
For sure. And I think there's something to be said for bands that do that. Like, it's pretty hard work, as is, trying to use those services that are available to you. So if you're doing it off your own back and just by word of mouth alone, that's, yeah, I take my hat off. That's pretty crazy.
It's not cheap either, being a musician, I wouldn't think.
No.
The temptations are ridiculous. I'm always looking at guitars. I'm like, I don't need another one, but it'd be nice.
It's funny when I've done some of these interviews and you look in the person's room and it's like guitars everywhere or amps everywhere in the picture. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's just crazy.
Dude, yeah, unbelievable. Some people have some, pretty deep pockets and big collections. Like,
It's probably good that my bedroom door's closed, because if it wasn't, you'd probably see about 600 CDs packed in a box on the bed. So that might.
nice,
I love that.
nice.
Oh, that's no. Both good set outs. I like your set out there, Kelly, and like the living
Cheers,
room,
man.
is it?
Yeah, living room slash like little studio setup. Like what I'm looking at is kind of where I do a bit of mixing and got some speakers in front of me and stuff. But yeah, just with the in-laws while we're
Yep.
saving for our own place. So yeah,
Man, on the other hand, I'm just kind of floating in someone else's room at the moment. I'm not even at my own place.
yeah, he was busy. He was busy.
Oh no,
Busy man.
that's all
Always
right.
on the move. Never in the same spot.
Well, and obviously, when Kelly messaged me, he's like, "Oh, can we join from separate locations?" I'm like, "Absolutely. You can be anywhere in the world. Like Kelly could be in Tassie, and Jack could be in, I don't know, New Zealand, for
I'll be over
example,
in
and it'd still
Switzerland.
work, or Switzerland, and it would
Yeah.
still work. He can be anywhere now.
That's it. That's it.
Not that Jack is obviously in Switzerland at the moment, or is he? Maybe.
He could be. Who knows? Yeah, this
It's
find
top
out next
secret. I
time.
can't answer that question.
I was
Fucking
gonna,
polar bear walks in.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
if you were in Switzerland, Jack, I think the time difference would be a bit of a issue at the moment, because it'd be like 9
Yeah,
a.m.
probably.
But nah, it's all good. And yeah, this is my living room. Then there's not
oh,
much you
no.
can see. A blue cupboard and a poster, and that's about it.
That's all you need. All you need. Cupboard poster, maybe a couch. You're right.
Oh, I've got a couple of couches, but they're out of shot. They're on this side, and I'm pointing over WebEx. It looks weird. It's like if behind this door, you've got that, and
That's it.
we could do a tour of my house. But I think people would be rather wanting to watch Jack and Kelly talk about Tidewalker than see my house on a interview.
Dude, yeah, maybe in the future you can do like house tour reveal. Like,
House tour reveal.
yeah,
Okay.
dude, like have someone
FTV
come in
crib
live. Yeah,
talk.
this is Sam's crib. Like,
Now you see my crib? Get the hell out.
Oh, my crib that probably needs a bit of updating. A TV that's about 50 years old. It's not that old. It's just it probably needs an update. Let's just say
it's fair.
need Netflix and Stan. I'm probably one of the only people in the whole world that doesn't have Netflix or Stan on my TV.
Yeah, that would be painful, honestly. Yeah, it is definitely something that I take for granted. Just being able to like use the remote, chuck something on telly. Like,
Yeah, I should get it, but data probably. Like I could use it on my internet laptop, but I'm thinking, oh, that would choke up so much internet data. I probably wouldn't have much else left to do with the data.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so maybe I need to update my laptop, even though it's only a year old. But
Dude, technology can be like that.
so, what has the response been like for Dark World? And actually, further that the whole EP as the singles have been released.
Dude, it's been awesome. It's been really good. I think everyone that I've spoken to, I can't speak on Jack's behalf, has really, really enjoyed it. Like, yeah, a bit different from like the couple singles we released. So we kind of like really wanted to focus it, make it all one complete package, as it were, as an album should be, I suppose. But yeah, no, it's been really good. Yeah, but I don't know, Jack, what have you heard? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's been great. Like, just hearing different opinions, different thoughts as the songs kind of slowly came out, and just even having people reach out, like old friends or just people I don't even know. They're like, "Wow, man! Like, just heard this, absolutely love it. That section, this timestamp." I'm like, "Oh, couldn't stop listening to it," and it puts a big smile on my face because I've always been into writing music. Like I started playing guitar when I was 13, and then like grade 8 music later in that year is when I kind of started mucking around and trying to write my own stuff. I was just always interested in crafting something of my own, like whether that be creative writing, drawing, painting. Not very good at it. So as soon as music came involved, I was like, cool, I want to make my own stuff. And then to kind of show it to people, whether you like it or not, that's always cool. And I always love to hear, um, parts that people didn't like, oh, I didn't really like when this happened or that, or any kind of feedback. It's good. I love it.
I think
For sure.
feedback's the key. Like whether it's positive feedback, constructive feedback, or anything in between. Like obviously, you make songs that you want to sound good and also that you enjoy releasing to the world, but every band's going to have a time where someone's not going to like one part of a song that's been released. And
Yeah.
For sure. No, 100%. Yeah, I think the response has been great. Yeah, and especially since Jack wrote like a lot of it, a lot of the guitar parts, and a lot of the drum work that he beat into Malachi over months and months of
Yeah.
practices.
I'm like, hey, where's that bit? Chuck that in there.
Yeah, like you missed a bit, like. Yeah, very, very vigilant muso, and yeah, it's been good. And like you said, feedback's key. I'd always rather hear someone's honest review. I'd rather have someone be like, like that wasn't great. Maybe you could change this or change that. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to surround yourself with yes men. Like just honesty is key. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
tell me what you do and don't like. Otherwise, we're not going to know. How are we meant to know what people want to listen to? Like we just write what we like. Like.
My theory is though, and like, because a lot of people have asked me, do you ever give negative feedback to bands' music? And my theory in that is that I don't think I'm the person that can really give negative feedback because I'm not in a band, firstly, and secondly, I wouldn't know what's right and what's wrong with a song. That's why mine's generally always positive.
Yeah, man, and that's a good outlook to have too. Like,
Yeah, it definitely depends what kind of foot you stand yourself on, because whether you're in a band or even if you don't play music, it's still more than fair to have an opinion and a say. Like, you know, um, just as anyone would walk through a museum and go like, I don't get that. Like, what's the point of that? I don't understand. I don't really like it. It's kind of the same with music. You don't have to necessarily be an artist to have an opinion, but that's
honestly, I would nearly value people like yourself's opinions more. Honestly, Sam, like we as musicians, we make music for ourselves a lot of the time. But if we're going to release it and show it off to the public, like that is for other people to enjoy. And if they can find some sort of enjoyment out of it, like I don't really care what some bedroom guitarist that's been playing for 35 years thinks of Jack's riffs. Like I
yeah.
couldn't care less, dude. Like as long as
Why
someone
didn't
out
you
there
sweet
enjoys
pick,
it,
bro?
yeah, like, it's just.
Sam's laughing at something. Sam doesn't even know what they're talking about, but it just sounded funny.
I'm just murmuring away in silly voices.
Yeah. So, dude, I think people like yourself, just consumers, are a massive part of music. Like we all consume music, so I think it's more than fair for you to have an opinion and a take, and if it is mostly positive most of the time, that's dude, great for you. I love that.
Yeah.
Because
awesome.
I do realise when I write the sharing of the music, it always is bloody love an absolute banger. And I'm thinking, I need to word that differently because it's on every single song that's shared. It's like, I need to find some sort of terminology of different words to use every time. I just look back, oh shit, Sam, pick something new.
It's now just your catchphrase, but you need to like have a little subsection below where you've sat there with a thesaurus and just gone, here's like 8 other words to explain what I just said before.
That's it. Yeah, just go and look up like a little list of like production words, like just like music words, and be like, oh yeah, they did this, this, and this. Like, we'll just be like, yeah, we did that. Nice.
I I don't want to, but one day, like, it'd have to be a band that I'm pretty good friends with, just as a joke. Not, I'll take it down straight after I post it, but just say, oh, this song is absolutely shit, and I never want to listen to it again. But
dude, we could just like we could clip that now. You could just like talk shit for 5 minutes, like use it as bait. Be like hot interview. I wasn't happy with the song. Like,
oh, Tidewalker. Oh, what? No, I'm joking. What did I sign up to this? Nah, that was a joke, by the way.
all good, man. So good.
Oh, shit.
Like you said, banter is welcome. We love it. We love it.
Oh, I couldn't live in a world, in interviews or just in general, I couldn't live in a world with no banter.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we have to be serious most of our lives, but there's got to be 50% fun and banter and 50% seriousness. Sometimes it's 75% banter and 25% seriousness for me, but...
Yeah, same for us, dude, I think.
I mean, nearly doing this a year, and I think I've been serious for about 30% of the interviews, which isn't a lot.
That's
Oh.
good.
All right, describe Tidewalker in 3 words.
Man, I'm gonna let
What
you
would
do
be
that.
your 3 words of choice?
Yeah,
Oh,
you.
I want to hear your 3,
Yeah,
and then I'll
oh,
give you
that's
my 3.
The role reversal, I like that.
Yeah, that's it. Pulling the Uno card.
All right, Launceston goes... Oh no, that's 4. I was going to say Launceston goes fucking hard because Tidewalker being from Launceston, but that's 4 words. Tidewalker goes fucking hard. There we go. Oh no, that's still 4 words.
Still 4 words.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't
probably
know, man.
a little too open to interpretation, but choke on this.
Choke
And
on
then I
this.
just start playing
just
start playing
riffs.
confinement containment.
Yeah, there you go, man. No, I don't know, man. Like big riff energy, or like I don't know, dude. Like we just enjoy playing fun songs. So
Well, at least Jack and Kelly's were actually 3 words. Sam's both examples were 4.
that's all right. That's all right.
I like that though, Jack. The role reverse. Make me describe your band in 3
Yeah.
words.
That's
Yeah.
it.
No,
Yeah, I don't
but
know, like, because I originally wrote something down like kind of bouncy, progressive, and like genty, and then kind of I'm glad that I got you to go first. I'm like, oh, okay, make like a 3-word sentence. I'm like, first thing that came to my head was choke on this. There's just some of the riffs when I'm playing it, I'm like, what to write this? I'm just choking up really hard and just it just felt right.
That's
now
fair.
I have noticed 2 of the last 4 singles off that EP have had the double backslashes in Confinement, Containment, and Soul Death. Is that any resemblance behind
absolutely.
that?
Yeah, I suppose it's probably my turn to ramble now. But the EP is actually a concept EP. Tells a bit of a story throughout the course of it. Just wanted to tell a little bit of a story about energy and a bit of sci-fi. I'm a big sci-fi fan myself, so when we were writing, I was watching a lot of sci-fi content and consuming a lot. So a lot of the lyrics are tied to this little story that we have going about 2 scientists, and yeah, that's why the song names sort of carry over that same theming, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Well, that sorted that then, because I was like, Entropy and Redacted Dark World don't have them, but the first 2 singles have them, and you've pretty much just told the story in that little snippet there.
Yeah, that's it. I think I'd really like to release like the whole sort of little novelization and really flesh out the story and hand it out to everyone. But it's just, one of those things. I think people are more interested in the music these days. So, sell the music and focus on the other stuff later. Like, yeah.
So sci-fi stuff like Doctor Who, Star Wars, that sort of stuff, or more?
Oh, yeah, dude, anything like that. Yeah. Star Wars, like Warhammer, all of that sort of stuff, dude. I'm a really big nerd over here. I think Jack is a little bit as well. So yeah, it works well.
Nothing wrong with that. I'd say I'd be a horror nerd I used to be a wrestling nerd back in the 90s when the wrestling was good.
Nice, dude. Heydays.
That's awesome.
I used to always get the wrestling DVDs, or sorry, to be nostalgic, VHSs as they were back in my day.
Oof. The good stuff.
The good stuff. That's it. Yeah.
And I feel like I probably hide the same videos nearly every month, and I'd seen the pay-per-view like 2 or 3 times already, but I'm just like, I just want to watch it again. It's like...
Yeah.
It's the golden era of media back when it was, CDs and VHS. It's cool.
Yes.
A good old trip down to Blockbuster.
Oh, the old Blockbuster days.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Oh, if we're going even more nostalgic, I'd say Video Easy and Link Video, Civic Video. Yeah, I'm getting old now.
Yeah, I couldn't think of Video Easy. I was trying to think of that one.
People that are born like 2005 onwards watching this going, what the fuck are these three talking about?
Yeah, videos are easy, dude. I just look it up online. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Videos are all over YouTube and TikTok and Instagram and Facebook now. That's how easy it is to, well, for the next 4 weeks if you're under 16 it is, but after that it won't be.
Oh, yeah. Dude, yeah, that's coming. Yeah, for sure.
No, that's another topic again for another day. I have a differing view on that, but yeah, I'll leave that one. Otherwise, I might get thrown off the thing that's getting banned by the...
Yeah, can't have Sam getting cancelled.
No, they haven't done it yet. I'm surprised, but...
Yeah, you can't get cancelled yet. I haven't seen the rest of your house.
Yeah, dude, we need a house reveal.
I need that crib tour.
Okay, do we want to try it? I don't know if we can or not. It might be a bit difficult with my headphones and microphone.
We'll turn that into another episode.
Yeah, that's it. Do a full episode to like have a band come in and do a live house reveal. Wow.
That's an idea.
Different band in every room.
Some band did actually say, this was before the WebEx one, they said, we're going to come to your place to do the interview. This was when it was the audio one. I'm like, you do realise we can do the audio one remotely? And they're like, no, we'll come to your house. I'm like, that was the last thing I was expecting to hear. But yeah, I think they didn't realise that everything can be done remotely here. So...
Yeah. No, it's awesome, man. Yeah. It's really convenient.
Yep, and you can be, as we said, Launceston, Warragul, anywhere in the world. Maybe not Antarctica. I'd like to see someone try and do a podcast from Antarctica. That might be a bit of a difficult thing to do.
That would be a hard sell.
I tell you what, it won't be me. I hate the cold. Tassie's hard enough for me.
Tassie's a struggle some days, I'll tell you.
I think I just like cold places because I love Ballarat. I love Tassie. It might just be my indication that I like cold places, maybe.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. Some people love it.
Well, I'll tell you what, mentioning the polar bears earlier in Switzerland, you'd definitely probably see polar bears in Antarctica if you were doing the podcast.
Oh, man, yeah. Yeah, pretty scary. Too cold, too many predators, not for me. Too much ocean. Don't like the ocean either.
But yeah.
Yes.
Best review or feedback yourself or the band has received?
Man, I think you're probably best to answer that one. Again, you wrote.
I don't know. I was trying to think like what the best one was, but I feel like the best for me have just in a way been like the most random ones that I've received. Like one time I was playing a lab coat show at Tandy's and some guy after I'd finished and got off and he's like, man, it was great to see you play. Like you absolutely killed it. And he's like, I love everything you do on guitar and everything. I was like, oh, cheers, really appreciate it. You know, like it's heaps of fun playing in lab coat. He's like, oh, he's like, I mean like Tidewalker as well. And I'm like, oh, okay. And he started telling me how he's been to like all the Tidewalker shows that have been in Launceston and surrounding areas, and how much he's loved it and how many times he's come to see. And then he mentioned, like he'd wanted to come up and say hello to me many times, but he was just a bit nervous. I'm like, man, never be nervous to come say hello. I'm always keen to have a chat. Like, so that was, it was great. It was random. But try to like pinpoint what was the actual kind of best review that I've had. I don't know.
I think I agree, man. I think like the most memorable times of get compliments for me was playing a show in Launceston and Hobart being like Tassie's fairly rural, like the two biggest cities being Hobart and Launceston, but it's like 2.5 hour, 3 hour drive between the two cities. We played a show in our hometown, Lonnie, once, and had some guy come up after the set and he was like, "Oh, dude, I drove all the way up here just to see you guys play from Hobart," and I was like, "Oh, dude, that's cool." Like, actually, that doesn't sound like a lot when you think about just Tassie because it seems so small and tight, but it's like this dude drove 3 hours just to come and see us play some music. So like,
Yeah, it feels big because I think I don't know if it was the same guy, but yeah, I've definitely been part of that conversation. I had someone say the same thing to me, and yeah, it kind of swept me off my feet. And once again, like coming back to, having written so much of the music, it just puts a massive smile on my face and the inner child in me. Like it's just a dream coming true.
for sure.
And it is interesting also what you just said there, Jack, about people being a bit too scared or afraid to approach a band after their set. And I've had a few people say this, that they don't feel comfortable in doing it. And I'm like, just do it. I mean,
just do it. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Always, please come up. Like to anyone watching or listening or anything, please. Like, if you want to meet a band member at a pub, just go up and say hi. Like, we're all just people. We're just people who love music the same as you. Just come up and say hello. Like, it's makes us feel good. Makes you feel good. Do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, I try and do the opposite to everyone else. Everyone else seems to do it before they play. I do it. I don't approach bands or try not to before their set. I think I don't want to jinx it because
Yeah, that's fair. Kind
Nice
of.
set, bro. I hope
I
it
get
works
their
out. You
psyche.
get up there, like, flop.
But unfortunately, I'm finding that a lot harder to do now because I try and get there for doors and I try and sneak in, and I thought I could sneak in on Sunday night. No, I almost got through to the stage and no one noticed, and then someone's like, "Sam," I'm like, "Oh, almost got there."
It's fame comes with fame, comes with responsibility, bro. You gotta watch out.
But no, anyone watching this, approach bands, please do. I've never come across a band who don't want to talk to their fans. Some love it, Chad, and some you can't get away from. I'm not naming any bands over WebEx. But no, I think those are the ones, like, especially the 3 hour drive. Like, someone could have done anything else on a
Yeah,
Friday or Saturday night, whenever the gig was. They drove 3 hours to see your band play. That means more to a band than nearly anything else would.
literally, dude. Yeah, like yeah. We don't even care if like you pick up merch or anything. Just the fact that you showed up is amazing. Like that's unreal. Like yeah.
And in the I think
No,
Jack
you go.
was-
You go.
Oh, I thought Jack was about to say something then. No, I forgot.
Nah, it's all right. Well, there was one thing I was thinking of. I can just kind of slip it in whenever, but I suppose another thing that's been really cool as well, since having multiple merch releases and stuff. Like earlier in the year, I was lined up at Altar in Hobart to see Chelsea Grin and a few other bands playing. I'm just going to stand there on the footpath, and some guy walks past me in a Tidewalker shirt. I'm like, "Hey, nice shirt." He's like, "Thanks." I'm like, "Do you realise?" I don't know if he had like a he was just like, "Oh,
Doesn't
cool.
matter.
Yeah, no worries, mate. I'm glad you like my shirt," and kind of get toddling off. I was like, "Oh." At least I got to enjoy that moment. So
Yeah.
I think we've all had that moment where we've been talking about a band and then realise we're standing next to a member of the band. I know I've had that happen.
I've done it. Yeah.
It's just
Too
like
many times.
way too many times. And it's like, yeah, it's just like, oh, yeah, you're in that band. Like, I was talking about a band at Last Chance a couple of years ago, and I was saying, oh, this band performed with these other bands at another venue that were playing this gig. And then they go, oh, yeah, we're in Bitch Eyes, the band. I'm like, oh, shit, you are too. And I'm mentioning your name.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like
Oh.
embarrassing, but it's also like, oh well, like what am I, Superman? I'm meant to know everyone's face. I like your songs, all right. I listen to your music. I don't watch new music videos.
But also, if you haven't seen a person's face in
Yeah,
like
yeah.
real time, like
Mm.
yeah, it's sort of like, and when they're not sort of dressed in their merch, some bands dress in their merch. I've seen some do that, but if they're in plain clothes or other bands' shirts, you don't actually realize who they are sometimes.
That's it, dude. That's it. And a lot of us get into like that stage performance mode too. Like everyone becomes a different person when they perform. I think to some degree, you're putting on that show, that performative side. So it's hard when that person might be a totally different human being when you go out to the back of the smokers and have a beer, kind of thing. So
That's the place to find band members, at the smokers area or at the bar, I've
oh yeah,
noticed.
for
Guilty.
sure. Yeah.
But no, I've had some interesting meetings in the smokers era with Monica from The Last Martyr and also Emmy from Red Hook, which both stories have been pretty funny but embarrassing in some ways, especially the Monica one. Not realizing I was sitting across from her. That was pretty
Oh
bad.
no, that's
Fred,
terrible.
Fred's like said, sit down, we could have a talk with this person. And then I'm like, in my mind, who is this person? They're like, you know who it is. I'm like, should I? And he's like, it's Monica from The Last Mud. I'm like, oh, you're a dickhead, Sam.
Oh no,
Just have that 5 minutes back. But
it's alright. All those guys are lovely, so I wouldn't stress, man.
nah. Oh, fuck, I'm loving their new song too, Brain Rot. I heard
Great,
that the other day and just like, this is pure gold.
that dude. Awesome, awesome.
The other thing I just want to touch base on is what what's the deal with October and November and awesome new releases? Like everything's
Oh,
dropping.
dude, I think it's just the end of the year. It's a good time. Like everyone's been working hard, grinding away at their shit for so long. Like gets to the end of the year and everyone just wants to be like, get it out. Like,
Because like even tomorrow,
Merry
I
Christmas. Have a boogie to this.
yeah, yeah, that's it.
because I looked at tomorrow's releases, I'm like, oh, it might be a quiet day for new releases here in Australia. Bam, bam. That's not the case at all.
Dude, Friday is crazy with that new release radar. It's pretty awesome.
Actually, that might be a question might throw in because we actually are getting to the end of the year and we have seen some posts about album of the years or songs of the year. Maybe a quick album of the year contender from Jack and Kelly.
This is you go first because I want to look. I just want to double check that this did come out this year because I listen to old music. Like I don't listen to anything new. I'm so bad at keeping up with bands. There's bands that are still active and I listen
Yeah,
to
and
their
I've just
music
got a
from like
really heavy
2010.
bias on one band at the moment that I'm obsessed with. And I don't think they've like done an album this year, but I feel like there's one coming. They've been dropping singles flat out. Oh, but for album. Oh, I do love Nova, if that's correct pronunciation. Like they just, man, getting the game, tipping it on its head, and just taking it for a spin. I love it. Some of the stuff they write, and just the way that it kind of twists and change. 1 minute it's super heavy, really, really tight low end. It's just so thick and wholesome, and then all of a sudden it's a choir just quietly kind of humming in the background. I'm like, what? And then it's bam. I'm like, what just happened? And then it just breaks back in. I'm like, oh my god, I love that.
Oh, nice.
Gets me excited.
For me, it's Bear Ghost. There's a band in the US at the moment, like a 3-piece. I don't even know, like a rock fusion band, I guess. It's doing like again, like I'm big on production. Like when I listen to music, I find it hard to listen to just the songs. I'm always listening to little bits of ear candy and like little mixing techniques and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, these guys are just ins and like really theatrical kind of like synthesizers and all that sort of shit. So yeah, very cool band. They just released like not an album, but 12 songs as singles over the last 12 months, kind of thing. So
That's
yeah,
a
worth
whole
checking out.
album, pretty much.
Yeah,
They
it
could
is. It
have
is. Like I said,
released.
yeah, 100%.
Didn't of Moss and Men, I think a couple of years ago did that. I don't think it was 12 singles, but they did something like 7 or 8 singles off the album that was to be released. And then at the end, there was only 3 or 4 songs that hadn't been released.
Dude, I think that's why we went the way we did with the EP. Like it was the 4 songs plus the intro, and it was like, yeah, so we could just drop a single, but then it's like, what? There's 3 songs, or we drop 2 singles, and then there's only 2, so we may as well just keep drip feeding it, as it comes out. So
I think it keeps people amused and sort of keeps them wanting more as well if you drip feed it, I feel.
Yeah, I definitely think it's kind of good. Like I know of other bands. Oh man, obviously heaps of bands do it, but it definitely works for me. Like I get on that hook and I'm like, oh, keep reeling me in. Like I'm ready. What's next? I want more.
for sure, there's nothing worse than getting a single and then being like, oh, it's 10 months till the album comes out. Sick. But gotta wait. Like,
That was like with Architects when Doomsday came out. There was like Doomsday came out nearly 12 months before Holy Hell came out. Now, I know, given Tom Cial's passing, that was the right time to bring out Doomsday, but it was sort of like 12 months between the first single and an album's just, in most cases, just a bit too long between releases. But obviously, Architects did it well and have done for the last 10 years, so.
yeah, 100%. I think, yeah, it's hard when things come up, but obviously bands are, like I said earlier, we're all just people, so trying to get music out as fast as we can. But yeah, it's definitely a good format. Slowly release it and let everyone soak it up, I guess.
Now, for my favourite rule, I'm going to go an Aussie and an international. Now, I've got to be careful here because I don't know if this actually was 2025 or late 2024, but Architect's new album with Whiplash and Seeing Red. Now, I can't check, but I think it was early 2025, I'm hoping.
Couldn't tell you. Don't listen
Yeah, I'm
to
not
anywhere near
sure.
enough Architects, to be honest.
Shouldn't be looking at
Good band. Good band.
Spotify on my phone while doing the interview, but I need to check this. I'm probably
I
wrong.
just did the same thing.
Australia wise, oh fuck. Where do I start? Like Melancholia, Bloom,
Oh,
Nicolas
yeah.
Cage Fighter, they've all dropped banging albums, but yeah, I'd probably say
I could not pick an Aussie artist. There's too many good ones. They're like,
I just feel like Bodies maybe still by Thornhill is still probably my favourite album this year
dude,
from an
hell yeah.
Aussie band. I love
Yep.
Tongues, I love Nerve. Everything off that album has just been killer. And it's so good to see them doing so well at the moment, Thornhill.
100%. Following in the footsteps of the other boys. Yeah, it's great seeing them all over the world. It's cool.
Yes. To correct it, it was 2025, the sky, the earth, and all between. So that is my international one. But
Nice.
no,
There you go.
best year of new music, 2025, and there's still a lot to be released. That's what I love. So I will not give my favourite song of 2025 yet because there's a countdown happening in December that if I said it
nice.
over WebEx, of the best songs of the 2020 so far, I might give away number one, so I won't say.
Dude, like you said, you've still got time. There might be something else coming out, so you gotta hold on to it.
Actually, speaking of that countdown, Tidewalker do feature in it quite heavily. That best songs of the
Nice.
2020 so far. Aussie and New Zealand bands. I won't say where, but you're in there somewhere.
Dude, give us something to look forward to. I'm keen to see what your thoughts are.
Not long till it happens either. December 13, 2500 to 2401, I will be announcing on the very YouTube WebEx episode that day. So it'll be an
Nice.
interview, plus you'll hear the 100, well, not hear the songs over WebEx, but you'll hear the announcement of the first 100, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Yeah.
Oh, well, we've been talking for an hour already. Oh, where's that gone?
Oh, damn. Yeah. That's crazy.
Well, we've flown through so much. There's only 2 or 3 more questions for Jack and Kelly, and then, of course, the tables get turned. We've talked about some bands that released killer albums this year. Tidewalker has the opportunity to support any band in the world. Who would it be?
Look at his face. He's so excited. He just wants to fucking. He's
I don't know, like
different band.
I was in there, yeah, literally. I'm like, oh, what are these guys? But as I was saying before, when you were asking about like favorite album that had dropped, and I said, well, I've got this heavy bias on one band at the moment that they haven't dropped an album necessarily. The Dali Thundering Concept. I absolutely adore those guys and the music that they write. From the moment that I found them to now, I just obsess. Like, their latest single, Busyness as Usual, I have on repeat. I'm obsessed with it. I absolutely love them.
You gotta send me that. I haven't even heard that. That's sick.
It's good. It is so heavy. It's so bouncy. And, like, there aren't too many songs where they keep it super simple. But although being simple, the guitar still has all these wicked little licks or, like, sections that are way more complicated than you'd think. And I'm like, oh, he's done it again.
Nice.
He has a very interesting style of writing. And yeah, I love it.
Dude, I think for me, I'll keep it simple. They played in Tassie very recently. Was it this year? I think that Silent Planet, dude. I would love to
Oh,
fucking go to
yes.
Silent
Oh, my God.
Planet.
That'd be
Big
wicked.
inspiration for me as a musician, especially with metal and like lyricism and stuff. Like I would love to work with those guys at some stage. But yeah, dream come true.
Well, if they're listening, Silent Planet,
Yeah, dude, guys, come back to
want to
Tassie.
open for
I'm over
that.
here. Yeah.
But I think anything's possible. Like, and the thing with getting on a support slot with any band is you ask, what's the worst they're gonna say? No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
100%.
It's kind of the outlook like when we were applying for that show with North Lane late last year. And I just remember Jobin sent a message into the group chat going, hey, kind of got like an important email. Someone should look at it. I'm like, oh, okay. And I've had a look, and I just started doing backflips in my skin. Like, I've been listening to North Lane since I was in high school. And, yeah, absolutely love those guys and all the iterations they've been through. Took me a little while to transition after Adrian left, but, yeah. And then especially the fact that, like, they had just released that EP. What is it? Mirror's Edge, or I think that's the title for it. I always get it wrong.
Yeah.
So to be playing with them after they've just dropped this EP that I'm madly in love with, and then I get to now, 1, play with them, 2, finally hear it live. It was phenomenal.
It was
Absolute
definitely,
Tone Wizards too.
dude. Oh man, yeah. The way they get their guitars and drums and everything to sound live is unbelievable.
It almost would be like you think the email was sort of some sort of scam or joke at first, that you've got an email from someone in North Lane or their PR, because you think, oh nah, it's someone's pulling my leg, and then you find out it's actually real, and it's like, fuck, that's awesome.
That's it. I think it's cool in Tassie. Like a lot of the time, they'll put like larger bands when they come and tour, they'll have like an opportunity for a local support, and I think that's really humbling and nice to be able to, yeah, it gives smaller bands like us the chance to hop on and, you know, show everyone who's there to see bigger bands like Northland, etc., that, you know, you've got it at home. You can you can come to the pub and listen. Like, so yeah.
That's the other thing I want to get into, and I think it's very important, as Kelly just said then, that these local support acts do get on a lineup of a bigger name band like Northlane or an Alpha Wolf, Thornhill, any of those bands, because like it's important, and to some degree a lot of the international bands are doing it a lot lately as well, like especially when if they've come over for good things. Like a couple of years ago Ginger had Future Static open them for them at the Melbourne show, which would have been huge for Future Static at that point.
Hmm. Yeah, no, 100%. I think it's great that they're doing it. We get lucky down here, I think, because it's such a small place. Like a bigger bands, also, it's a big financial risk for them to come down here and to make the trip down and, you know, take a chance on little old Tassie and our smaller numbers. So for them to be able to look around and find a local band that might have some pull, maybe help with tickets, and, you know, give them an opportunity to do something cool. It's good.
That EP, as you mentioned though, last year, Jack, the one with the song he does with Winston McCall. I can never remember the titles of the songs. But that was the collaboration we needed. Like Northlane and
Yeah.
Parkway, just
Yeah, the
Yeah, it
two
was so good.
greats, the big dogs. They've been around a while now. Like, it's cool. Parkway pulling their stunts on Winston jumping out of helicopters, and it's crazy. Seeing little metal bands are doing pretty big things. Like,
Yeah.
and from Byron Bay, not from a Sydney, not
yeah,
from a Melbourne, from Byron
no,
Bay, that's produced in Artswake and Parkway Drive. I mean, not bad.
that's it, man. That's it.
Yeah.
But back to that thing we said earlier about the smaller towns. There's two perfect examples.
That's it.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, a few of us are from Burnie, so watch out. You know,
Uh,
the next Burnie band coming through.
yeah, that Alpha Wolf. Have they become anything lately? No. Sorry.
We wish.
Fabian and John are going to watch this and say, yes, we have done a lot since.
Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit.
I love how Melbourne try and take Alpha Wolf as theirs. Like they're like, oh, Alpha Wolf's from Melbourne. Like, no, they're not. They're from Burnie originally.
It makes me happy that other mainlanders have that mindset. That's good. It's like the Pavlova and New Zealand thing. We're always fighting. Like, no, Alpha Wolf's ours. All right, bring him home.
Well, Wind Waker's the same. Like everyone's like, oh, they're from Melbourne, and like, no, they're not. They're from like Wagga Wagga. It's just that two of their members live in Melbourne now. We can't take them as ours. They're not.
Yeah, you guys have every band. Come on, give us some.
Yeah, they got Thornhill. They got the House vs Hurricane. Got so many other bands out of this state. Why do we need to take those two?
That's it.
They're great bands. Don't get me wrong, but it says born in Burnie or born in Wagga Wagga, so let them have that.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Where do you see Tidewalker in 5 years' time?
Wuss. Touring the bloody country, mate. I want to be doing the up and down the eastern seaboard for sure.
With an
Yeah.
album.
With an album,
Definitely
yeah.
should definitely have an album more than ready, if not a second one ready, but obviously I don't think I'll have two out in that time period. I'll be happy with one. But I'll always be
Yeah.
scribbling away, writing my silly little demos. Some of them
Let's
make
be
the cut. Others will just sit around on my computer forever.
It took us 5 years to drop an EP, so we'll go one album in 5 years.
No, definitely.
But no, yeah, I'd love to travel a bit, man. It'd be cool to play some shows, meet some new bands, make some friends. Be awesome.
A couple of the Tassie boys that come over, well, Van Diemen have been over here quite a few times, and here in 2 weeks' time, I think they're playing Melbourne again, and the Drenched boys have been over a couple of times. So
Yeah.
Drenched live over there. You guys have like stole Drenched. They're like, just play Melbourne now.
Oh, I don't know. I think we've stolen Van Diemen. They seem to be back here every 2 months.
Yeah.
Like, they were only here back in September. I'm like, they're back again.
For sure, man. And that's the thing that bands need to do down here too. Like it's hard for us. Like you can only play so many shows. Like unless you want to start, doing cover songs and go to the local cover pub and do it like every 3 nights or whatever. But yeah, it's hard. There's only so many venues and they only want to book so many shows. So for bands to be coming over so much, it's sick, man. It's super cool to see so much activity over there from us. Just as Tasmanians, I mean, like.
Well, we'd love to have Tidewalker in Melbourne at some stage in the future.
It's coming. It's coming. Don't worry.
Still quite a few bands that are from other states in Australia that haven't played Melbourne, not just Tidewalker and Tasmanian bands. I can think of a few WA bands that have not ventured over this way yet, but they will remain nameless.
WA are more rural than us, and we have a fucking ocean between us. So,
is there the joke that if you go to Tassie, you're going overseas, so you need a pass? Sorry, that was a really bad joke. But...
No, dude. No, then we could tax tourists more. It'd be good. Yeah, no, do that. Let's secede Tasmania, a metal state.
Everyone's gonna hate me now in Tassie for that comment.
Nah.
Oh, and what advice would you give to bands and artists starting out?
You go.
Oh, I did have something written down. Yeah. I suppose a good start is always to set realistic goals, and whether say if this is the very beginning, like I want to have this many songs that we can practice when we get together in this amount of time, and just keep setting those little achievable goals. So it feels like something's happening and you're achieving things, because it's very easy to get lost at the start. You might be like, all right, cool, we'll all learn this song, come together. Now what do we do? And just keep growing and keep chasing it. Like, don't let your dream be a dream. Like, there are going to be times where it feels impossible to juggle, all the curveballs that life has to throw at you, plus the fun activities you want to bring into your own world. But it's worth all the pain and agony, because when you come out the other side, even if it's just playing, your first small show at a local pub, like, I love the feeling. Music just brings so much joy to my life. So I got to give it credit. It's just all about your desires. If you want it, you can have it. You just got to chase it.
Absolutely, man. I agree. I think yeah, Jack and I clash a little bit sometimes on this question. Not necessarily this question, but his advice is to build it up, take it in steps. Don't rush it, and make the right decisions, and that's correct. But I'm the kind of person that's like, just do it, just fucking get out there. If you have a song, don't sit on it. Don't re-record it a million, billion, trillion, billion, squillion times until no one hears it, because I promise you, no one's listening to the things you're listening to. No one's listening to the minor imperfections. They just want to hear your art. So just get it out there, man. Like, and I mean, it's important to like you said, take the steps, take your time and learn your craft. Like at the start, especially, like Jack said, it's really hard to find that focus and to find that group of people. But don't be scared. No one's scary, man. For the most part, especially musicians and people that want to play music and hang out live. Like, just find a group of friends that want to do it and work at it every day. Pick up the guitar every day, do your vocals every day, just consume music every day, and you'll get there. Like,
No, very, very sound advice from both Jack and Kelly there. I think the don't be scared part, I think's the one of the things I've taken out of what you've said there is because all these musicians and bands that have made it big, sort of had that fear at start where they were sort of like, all right, what am I getting myself into? What's going to happen? Am I going to enjoy it? Am I going to be successful? Are people going to come to my shows and all that? But I think the thing there is that even if the one person out there likes your music or, comes to your show every time you play, I think that's just as important as anything else as a musician or artist or band starting out.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, because one's always better than none. And as I said earlier, kind of, it's always great having someone come back and just any form of feedback on the music. I'll sit there for hours squiggling away at and kind of bring into a final form. So, don't know, I kind of got lost in that one. I'm slowly falling asleep here. I've had a long week, but
It's been a long night. It's been a long night.
Yeah, shit, sorry. I probably should wrap this up soon so it doesn't go for too long. But if I had any advice for people wanting to do what I do, I think just do it. Like, all you need is a laptop and WebEx. It's as simple as that.
The same thing goes for starting a band or wanting to start fresh with music. Like, all you need is 2 hands, not even that, just a passion for music and an instrument. Or if you're a singer or vocalist or screamer or whatever you want to call yourself, like me, do that. Just take your art and channel it into whatever is there. That's all you gotta do. Just pick the instrument up. Just do it.
And never be afraid to ask for help. Like,
Yeah.
from other people in the scene as well as if you're a band or artist starting out, because these heavy hitters would be more than happy to give advice on tips on, how to become a band and get involved in the scene here in Australia and even overseas now, as we're seeing with a lot of these Aussie bands.
That's it. And also, where are the other creatives at? The photographers and soundies and all that sort of stuff. Light techs. You don't have to be a muso to be a part of it. We need all of that stuff is important. You want to go to shows and take photos or do videos, or like, bands need that stuff. It's you can contribute in your own way with your own art if it's not music. So
Certainly can. And I think even if you're a PR person or have got your own
yeah,
booking agency that books gigs. I know there's heaps of them in Victoria here where, they might not be in a band, but they sort of put on gigs and have, like metal nights or fundraisers or whatever it may be. I love the
yeah,
fundraisers. I always try and get to fundraiser gigs if it's to do with, Beyond Blue, mental health, anything like that, because not only is it going to be a good night, it's going towards something very important.
yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely, 100%.
Well, I've asked Jack and Kelly all the questions. Before we go, now the tables get turned and Sam answers their question.
Oh, did you have one, Jack?
I suppose, what kind of made you want to get into interviewing bands, and kind of what kickstarted this whole idea for you?
I love answering this question. I honestly never get sick of answering this question. The only thing I get sick of, it always has to mention the word COVID as part of the answer.
Yeah,
Yep.
okay.
So, for those that don't know, I used to do a radio show at a local community radio station here in Gippsland, in Druin, which is about 10 minutes from where I live. When that damn C word came into effect and the pandemic and all those lockdowns, the radio station had to close down because it wasn't essential, as Sam was doing the finger things. So I had to think outside the box of what I was going to do. And then someone said, "Why don't you do a podcast?" I'm like, "Okay, I'll give it a go. See if I enjoy it, 5 years later, the truth is in the telling, because I still enjoy doing it more than I have probably before, if that is even possible, honestly.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Giving yourself the freedom to do it that way too, like not being confined to work hours and having a studio to worry about and all that sort of stuff. Like you can just, kick back in your fucking lounge room and do it. Like it's good. It's great, man. Like you said, just do it. Like that's awesome.
And like the same thing with it goes for like what we were saying about approaching people or asking people in the scene. My theory is the worst thing that I'm gonna get told by a band is they don't want to do the interview. The worst thing is they say no.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. That's the same for most things. Like if you want to approach a band and ask for an autograph or advice or anything, the worst thing they're gonna say is no or sorry, I'm busy. Big deal. Like life goes on,
Mm. But most bands that I've asked to do the interviews, the 99.9% of the time, the reason they can't do it is they've got so much else going on at that stage, which I'm glad that's the case, because, I want them to tour, I want them to record albums and EPs. That's what you're meant to be doing. Like, I was just messaging, seeing if you wanted to chat. Like, do that first, and then if you've got time in 6 months, then fine, come on.
For sure, man.
Definitely.
But I
Yeah,
love that
100%.
question, Jack, and I never get sick of answering it.
That's a good indicator that you're enjoying what you're doing.
Yeah. Honestly, it's as weird as this sounds, the views, the subscribers, the watch time hours are important, but if I'm having fun, that's the main key to it. And if the bands are enjoying jumping on, that's even more important to me than anything else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%,
certainly.
man, for sure. Doesn't all have to be about content and getting it out there. Sometimes at the end of the day, just a conversation is nice, Meet some new people and learn some new things. Like, it's great.
Absolutely.
And that's not to say you haven't been killing it either, dude. I see it everywhere. Like I said, you've had an amazing roster of bands come through. It's pretty awesome. Like, yeah, take my hat off. And thanks for having us on too. Thank you so much. Like,
Oh, I'd have Tidewalker on anytime again. Like, maybe not next week, because the next couple of months are booked
Yeah, it'd be a
out.
bit of a burnout that one, but
yeah.
That's
see
the
what's happening in
funniest
a
thing
few
I
years'
hear when
time.
bands say, I say, you're welcome back anytime. And they go, what about next week? I'm like, unless you got an EP or an
A couple
album
months.
dropping, maybe leave it 2 or 3 months down the track.
For sure. Sure.
Did you have a question, Kelly?
No, dude, that was mine. Yeah, very, very similar. It was just how did you get started and what has kept you doing it was really, and you've answered that as well. So yeah, that's awesome, dude.
I think it's also the bands and artists that I don't always hear from them, or we don't always talk, but I know in the back of my mind that if I wanted to chat to them or send them a message, that I can do that. I think that's the main important thing about it.
Yeah. No, dude, 100%. And yeah, hit us up anytime you want to talk music or talk releases and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. Stay in touch, dude. 100%.
Oh, I'll be staying in touch with Tidewalker, that's for sure. And Lab Coat Fiasco, I should actually throw in, because Jack's in.
Feeling the
But
love.
A hard worker, boy.
there is one thing I don't like about interviews, though, and I say this every time, is the end.
Yeah.
Can we just keep,
It's
no,
bittersweet.
maybe not go for another 2 hours, no. That might be, that'd break a lot of records, but also I think I'd be getting pretty tired by the end of that.
Yeah, absolutely. For sure. For sure. But no, like I said, thanks for having us on so much. It's been great answering the questions and getting to know you as well. So yeah, look forward to seeing who else you've got on next.
Yep. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure. Jack and Kelly from Tidewalker. Just before we go, we can find Tidewalker on all the socials, I take it?
Yeah, absolutely everything. Spotify, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We did a funny TikTok. It's really very trendy and quite cool. Just go and watch.
Go have a squeeze.
Dude.
Yeah.
TikTok's awesome.
I've got to get TikTok. It must be one of the only people in the world that does not have a TikTok account.
Don't.
Oh, okay. That's saying something, isn't it,
Yeah,
Kelly?
I know.
I'm an old fucking old soul. It's alright.
But also,
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah, if you haven't checked out Tidewalker and their EP and Out Breath and Binary Soul, make sure you do. I think all the songs, actually, I might put all of them up there on the Spotify playlist because there's 7 of them, so I might throw them all in, actually. How about that?
Awesome. Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Cool.
And I'll send
Love
both.
to hear it.
Yeah, I'll send both Jack and Kelly the link to this episode tomorrow. And yeah, definitely, as you said, Kelly, definitely stay in touch with Kelly and Jack and everyone in Tidewalker.
Yeah, for sure, dude. 100%. Look forward to seeing it, and we'll share it around and get it out there, get the show out there, and get some more people excited about music and metal. So
Sounds good to me. Well, as I said, this is the only part I do not like is the end, but it is a Thursday night, so
that's it.
Jack and Kelly from Tidewalker, it's been an absolute pleasure, as it always is with these interviews, and enjoy the rest of your Thursday, and we'll stay in touch, as they say.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for your time. Really appreciate it.
No worries.
Exactly right, man. Cheers, Sam. We'll catch you next time.
Catch you next time.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.